Hey guys, so I'm back and today I'm here with Summer, who is my makeup artist and works with me on all my photo shoots and also sometimes before events, if I'm organised enough. And I thought it'd be cool to have her here today because she's actually a trained makeup artist and she can show you some of the looks that we do for photo shoots and things. Today we're actually going to do our go-to photo shoot look. Which is going to be really cool, and I'm really happy to have you here.
Thank you.
One thing that we have realised is Summer's brought her own products today, and I've noticed that the brushes that she has aren't cruelty free, so I'm not going to name and shame her, but it's not something that we want to promote, so we're not going to be talking about the brands of the brushes today. I mean, I think most people that have makeup or have a collection of makeup and brushes would probably have bought non-cruelty free brushes in their lives. Like, I know that the brushes that I used to use were non-cruelty free, and I think it's all about making sure that your next purchase is a good one. So if you were to buy more brushes, would you consider cruelty free?
100%.
Yeah.
Everything that I buy now would be cruelty free.
Yeah.
But I think back then, well, a few years ago, or even last year, it wasn't as available than it is now.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. And, you know, they are expensive. But I think if you're thinking about replacing the brushes that you have, maybe they're looking a bit tired or damaged, then definitely go for cruelty free. For sure. Cool. So Summer's going to kind of talk you through what she does when she does it and the different sort of techniques that she likes to use. So watch and learn.
So the first product I'm going to use is the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Eye Potion. This is just to prime the eye. Got a little bit of product. Oh, a rather lot of product.
And I just like to say, so our go-to photo shoot look is kind of like a
gentle smoky eye.
Yeah.
Not too much.
It's not too heavy. It's got a little bit more of a smoke to it, and it's kind of like a lighter shadows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is, but still using a little bit dark on the outer corner.
Yeah. So we'll do that now.
Great. So I'm just applying the primer. So I'm using a Sleek palette, and I'm using a mix of A New Day and All Night Long. So I'm just applying over the lid and pressing the product into the primer that I've just applied. So I'm really pushing it in. And Lucy's got a lovely big lid space, so you can go right up to the socket. I'm just mixing two shadows together. Yes, so I've just applied a nice base colour all over the eye, and it's got a slight shimmer in it as well. I'm going to pick a colour which is going to deepen the socket. Lucy, if you open for me, you can see where the eyebrow bone meets the lid, and you want to deepen that socket just to add more depth to the makeup. And I'm going to use sort of a taupey, orangey sort of colour. And I'm just going to hold my brush right at the end and just go in circular motions, sort of cupping the eye. Now we're going to add the smokiness on the corner, so I'm going to pick like a chocolatey brown colour. I'm using a big fluffy brush because I want it to be nice and blended. So now I've applied the eyeshadow, I'm going to use another blending brush just to really blend out the eyeshadow. So I hate it when you've got your skin and then a line of your eyeshadow.
Yeah.
I just really want to buff it out and make sure there's no...
Blending is key.
So I'm just going to clean up under the eye. Voila.
So is that the shadow kind of done?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's show done for now. We're now going to move on to the eyeliner. I am going to use a black and a brown eyeliner from Geek, and they're called Full Spectrum. So I've just brushed a little bit of product onto a flathead brush, and I'm just going to wiggle it into the lash line just to really line the eye. We're then going to go back in with a shadow, but this time using a slightly smaller brush. I'm going to use our brown again and get Lucy to look up. And I'm just going to brush it underneath just to pull the eye together. Doesn't matter if it's not tidy. So now we've done the eyeshadow and the liner, and we've taken the shadow underneath. We're now going to apply some mascara.
This mascara is a brand called Ciate. We were wondering how to pronounce it earlier. And
It's their brand new one.
it's Wonder Wand.
And it literally came out a couple of weeks ago. And it's so nice. It's really nice and creamy, and it's got a nice big wand. So I'm just going to lift the lid and give it a wiggle. That is the eyes done.
Yeah, so this is like the finished eye look, and we were just saying normally on a photo shoot we'd probably put in some individual lashes just to give it a bit of an extra kick. Yeah, but today we're not going to, just because it's the middle of the day and it's a waste, isn't it?
Yeah.
We might do a little tutorial later on showing people how to apply individual lashes. I personally prefer individuals because I think they just look more natural.
Definitely, but I think when you say individual lashes to some people get automatically scared because they don't know how to apply them.
Yeah.
And they're really fiddly sometimes.
Yeah.
So we'll do
something about that. So now we're going to do the base.
Yes.
We're going to use some products from Sleek, which is what we used for the eyeshadows. Their blemish balm. So then we're going to use this Charlotte Tilbury sort of glowy moisturiser that gives you a good highlight.
It's really beautiful on the skin.
Yeah, it's really
Gives
nice.
a bit of a bronze look as well.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to prep the skin with the Charlotte Tilbury. So I'm just going to apply a little bit on my fingers.
Just going to tuck this stuff.
So I'm just going to use the blemish balm from Sleek in the colour medium. I'm going to use a mix of the two. And I'm just going to go in circular motions on the skin. No one likes to see where your foundation starts and finishes. I'm just going to take a little bit of our lighter one just to go underneath the eye. I'm just going to pat it into the skin.
We've used like a really sort of, I want to say quite natural foundation.
It's more like a tinted moisturiser than a foundation.
Yeah, and because I've just got back from holiday, so I'm quite tanned right now. It's quite dark to match my skin. But after that, I would suggest powdering.
Yeah, you can powder with a slightly lighter tone just to kind of give a little bit more.
Yeah, and then it's depending on what you're like, but I personally, because I'm quite tanned, I'm not going to use much bronzer or anything.
No, you don't need it.
It just might look a bit heavy. I kind of think that when you're tanned, you don't really need to wear much makeup. But normally, on the shoot, we would powder and sort of do a bit of contour.
Yeah, that's like a really light contour.
Really light contour, like what I've done in my last videos. But yeah, and that's kind of it really for the base.
Yeah.
And then for lips, we're going to use this Charlotte Tilbury lipstick, which is our go-to as well. It's in the colour Bitch Perfect, and it's like a really nice pinky colour, like the one that I used in my last video.
And then we're going to use lip liner in Pillow Talk as well, just to line the lip. So I'm going to take my concealer brush, and I'm just going to use the excess product just to go over the lip line, just so you get really a nice crisp line. I'm just going to get lots of product on my brush from the Charlotte Tilbury.
Thank you so much
Thank you
for coming to do that today.
Thanks for having me.
So today we use products from Sleek, Makeup Geek, Charlotte Tilbury and Ciate, and they're all really cool. Some of them are really affordable and they're all cruelty free. Our next video, I think we're going to do like a a really dark smoky eye that we do for like evening events
Yeah.
and stuff. So tune in for that.